Hello and welcome to another update video about Kadena. Kadena I haven't covered for a while, but really because there weren't many news. Now that Kadena has broken out of the target area again, I think it's getting interesting. I mean, this was pretty much what we expected, didn't we? We said that Kadena would get into the target area. Made a few videos here along the way. Told you that Kadena can now at any time reverse because it did reach the target area here between the 88.7% FIB level and the 78.6% FIB level. This is typically the turnaround region in which cryptos turn around in such a higher degree. Wave 2 in which we are, or maybe we have completed it already, even though the structure here doesn't look very impulsive yet, not yet. Yeah, so it still looks fairly corrective. So without a problem, the price could still drop lower here, but we can already see now today, especially, some nice upside. But I wouldn't get too excited yet. Kadena still has a lot to catch up compared to many other cryptos. I mean, look at the chart. We've seen here recently other cryptos that did go all the way already above those previous major rejection swing highs here, those rejection points. For Kadena, that would be a move all the way up to 1058 roughly. 1060 here, that previous rejection point. I think that will be a very important level for Kadena to get through. Many other cryptos did already break those or not many maybe, but a lot already, or are very close to it. Yeah, Kadena, as you can see, hasn't really moved a lot. So while other cryptos are making already higher highs, Kadena, compared to what it did back here in the beginning of February and also here in the recent weeks, where we made higher highs. Here we went up to $8, for example, on the 11th of March. We made here on the 2nd of March also nearly $8. So we are still below that. So that can mean, I mean, to me, that means actually that Kadena has a lot to catch up. Okay, a lot to catch up. We are above. So we reached that target area. What I don't really like is that Kadena turned around in the middle of nowhere. And if we adjust the trend line here a little bit. But on the other hand, the explanation for that would be that there is a clear ascending trend line where Kadena turned around. So, okay, I would accept that. Yeah, so it did turn around here. That was a fake out, came down again, but did not lose that ascending trend line. So in terms of fulfilling the minimum requirements for a correction, to complete the correction, that's all done. We made our ABC. Yeah, the C wave came below the wave A. That's fine. We reached the target area between those FIB levels where cryptos typically in a wave 2 turn around. That's fine. Kadena also left the target area. I think that is an important step and has broken recently above the 50-day moving average that you can see here in orange. Yeah, so it's now above the 50-day moving average. It still has to get through the 200-day moving average. So Kadena is currently approaching a key resistance level. That one is here, pretty much at 755. So let me put that, or 750 we can call it. It's a bit of a zone. It's quite dynamic, the price is here. But you can see how we had resistance here, 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 and now actually again. Here there was also an area of trade, yeah, and here also. So you've got this area here that Kadena needs to break through. I think it has good chances. I think it has good chances to do it. Don't know if it does it today, tomorrow, or whatever. But what we can draw here and is this ascending trend line. And as you can see, Kadena is moving along this ascending trend line really into an apex of an ascending triangle. And typically an ascending triangle you would expect it to break rather to the upside. I mean, as I said, the structure is not really impulsive yet, but we need to understand the general environment in the crypto market at the moment, where we see altcoin after altcoin break out to the upside. And anyone who might be looking for another altcoin that has not really broken out yet, maybe Kadena might be one. Yeah, not saying buy, but I'm just saying it is still lagging behind other cryptos. So that is fact. If it will break out or not, I mean, I can't promise that, of course, but it is certainly one of the cryptos that has not broken out yet. Yeah, we've seen Solana, we've seen VeChain, we've even seen Cardano now, the Near protocol, yeah, all of them, and even Phantom, are currently breaking out of certain patterns through certain resistance levels. And as you can see here, Kadena has not managed to do that yet. So that could be seen as an opportunity. And as I said, 750 would be the level here. Now, if we break above 750, what would be the next level? Clearly, the 200-day moving average here in yellow, that is currently at 841. But it's of course a dynamic resistance level, so that is going up as well. And yeah, I mean, now the 50-day moving average is also providing support. The 200 is providing resistance, and the 50-day moving average, which will now go up, will probably push the price higher as well. So generally, chart looking okay, far away from being overbought. So if I go and take a look on the daily chart, while other cryptos are already overbought, Kadena isn't. Yeah. But we can also see that the MACD here is increasing buying momentum. It recently crossed the 0 line, and also the stochastic RSI is starting to go higher, indicating the momentum shift to the upside again. On the daily, you can see the RSI is at 61, so not yet overbought. Overbought would start at 70, so we still have some wiggle room here to the upside. We have the bullish cross on the momentum indicator here, that was on the 11th of March. Also further confirmation that prices should continue to go up until you see that change. The 2-day chart also, yeah, bullish crossover here on the momentum, the MACD pushing higher as well. So from that point of view, also looking good. And very importantly, we have on the 4-day chart also that bullish crossover on the momentum indicator. And the 4-day chart is just printing here a bullish crossover on the 4-day, yeah, on the MACD. That is good. That is good. Last time that happened, it took Kadena to new all-time highs. Not telling you that this will happen straight away, but you know, whenever we had that, we made a new all-time high, I would say, on this chart. So a 4-day chart bullish MACD crossover is of significance. We are still far away from the weekly MACD bullish crossover, but we can see that the negative momentum for the last few weeks or last couple of months has been constantly been reduced, that negative momentum. Yeah, so that is really looking good, and the stochastic RSI on the weekly is only just starting to turn around to the upside. So I think there should be more upside potential, and I think, you know, even if the correction isn't over yet, it is, you know, we're in the last meters of the correction. So at the moment, you know, until we really break that 745 level and ideally even here that 1064, I still see downside potential, but we also have to acknowledge that we have been remaining constantly above the descending trend line. So it's a very powerful one, and we can see on these indicators a lot of bullish crossovers. So that's looking good for Kadena. In terms of, you know, where can the price actually go to in the next run to the upside, I would see at least a $45 level, at least. Yeah, the minimum, that would be the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. But possibly higher, yeah, because this would only be this is the minimum target for a wave 3. So what we saw here is a wave 1, came down in wave 2. The next one would be a wave 3, but this would be the minimum target. Yeah, you normally would expect cryptos to go a bit higher. So that's my view on Kadena. Starting to look interesting. I'm quite positive about the chart. People might look at the chart and say, doesn't look very interesting, because it hasn't pumped yet. But exactly, in my opinion, that is the mistake, because a lot of people are now buying into the cryptos that are already pumping, whereas the ones that haven't started yet, in my opinion, they are going to start here sooner or later. So that is my view here about that is my view here about Kadena. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.